Hey everybody, welcome back to Green Mile Gaming. I am your host Liz, and if you notice, today I don't have Stephanie with me. She is not feeling well, so we hope that she will get to feeling better. She's a little upset that she's missing this one because she was looking forward to it. It is our Valentine's episode where we are going to discuss relationships in the judicial system. Also, be sure to stick around to the end. I'm going to give you guys a chance to win a gift. So stick around to the end for the rules on that. And I'm going to unbox a Valentine's Day thing. I'm going to unbox the Super Mario Heart. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and dig in here. So the first person that we're going to talk about is actually going to be Tina Gonzalez from Fresno, California. She was a jailer. She is now a convicted felon. She actually pled no contest to one count of sexual activity by detention facility employee with a consenting confined adult, one count of possession of drugs or alcoholic beverage in a jail facility, a misdemeanor count of possession of cellular device with intent to deliver to an inmate. She cut a hole in her uniform in order to engage in sexual activity with an inmate in front of 11 other inmates. So one of the things that she would also do is tip off the inmate when cell searches would take place. And she would give information about other inmates that were coming into the pod, like new inmates that were coming in. That's a big no-no. Like, you don't do that at all. Once she was arrested and charged, she would still call and engage with explicit conversations with the inmate. She was surprisingly only sentenced, and the reason I say surprisingly is because if she gave razor blades, drugs, would tip off and do things and then continued to call, I'm really surprised that she only got sentenced to 2 years of probation and 7 months of jail time. Because there's others, I'm about to talk about others that got a lot harsher sentences, and yeah. But, you know, I guess, too, it depends on the state. So everything does kind of depend on the state. So some states have harsher penalties for things. I think the judge on this one actually did say that he took into account the fact that she has not ever had a record before. She's only, I think she was 20 years old. If she wanted a career in law enforcement, she's ruined that. So, that is Tina Gonzalez. Next up, we have Akira Jones. Akira Jones is 20 years old, and she is out of Memphis, Tennessee. This just happened. This just happened last week. She was arrested and charged with sexual conduct with prisoners, and that, in the state of Tennessee, is a Class E felony. If she's convicted, she will face 1 to 6 years in prison and a fine up to $3,000. She was hired in May of 2023. She was placed on leave in December after a complaint was filed resulting in an investigation. So here's a fun fact for you. If you're a correctional officer and you're one of those that's kind of either doing or, you know, kind of teetering on the edge, just so you know, other inmates are going to tell on you. And they know because they talk. Just because you're not talking doesn't mean anything. Also, everything's recorded. Everything's seen. Every inmate mail, all of it. It's all seen. Nothing is done in secret. It's all there. So if something looks weird, it's going to get investigated and looked into further. So she was arrested on February 2nd. So last week. She was arrested last week. And she now has a bond of $5,000. She is pending her trial. Next up is going to be attorney Dana Tapper from Richmond, Virginia. She appeared on The Ellen Show in 2013. She actually got $20,000 from Shutterfly, and she said that she had a passion for helping kids, and that's why she wanted to be an attorney, was to be able to help kids and all of that. And they gave her $20,000. But after that, about 5 years later, so about 2018, she would visit an inmate that she was not representing. She had a crazy amount of hours visiting this particular inmate, and they said, man, that's weird. Why is she doing that? And that is something that prompted an investigation, because that's what that does. She had logs showed several hundred hours of visitation time with a Quran porter, and she was not his counselor. Nope. So she wound up being investigated and charged because it was found out, provided him with a cell phone. She's got 1 count each of providing a prisoner with a cell phone, conspiracy to provide the prisoner with a cell phone, and conspiracy to provide a controlled substance to the prisoner, which means she took drugs to him as well. Man, at one point, she had a gang member in her office as part of her legal team or whatever, I'm not entirely sure, that she stated was her right-hand man. So that's really sad. She threw her career away. I would imagine that she was disbarred. So she was sentenced to 20 years with all but 3 months suspended. And what that means is, so when the judge says all but however long suspended, or if they suspend part of the sentence, that means that part is on probation. So all but 3 months suspended means she'll do 3 months in jail, and then the rest she can do on probation. And assuming that she doesn't do anything else to get in any kind of trouble, she'll be able to do her whole thing and get it done and taken care of. And then she won't have to worry about it anymore. Whew. The next one we have is a Randall Bernard Prince. He is 47 years old, of Neshoba County, Mississippi. So administration for them was tipped off by another inmate, which is what I was saying. A lot of times it's inmates that rat you out. So keep that in mind. If that's what you're doing, stop it. An investigation was launched after an inmate filed a complaint or did whatever, and they started watching the video recordings. They got statements from inmates, and they listened to phone conversations, everything to corroborate the accusations. And what they found out was on May 2nd, May 19th, and June 8th of 2023, while Prince was in the control tower, he would lure inmates into the staff restroom and engage in sexual activity with them. He was charged with 3 counts of sexual activity between the correctional personnel and prisoners. If he's convicted, he will be sentenced to 5 years for each. So with 3, that would be 15 years. And then a $5,000 fine. His bond right now is set at $50,000 or $150,000. Okay, so the next one, patrol officer from Prince George's County, Maryland, went viral in September of 2023 for a TikTok video showing him kissing on a lady, and then they get into the back of his patrol car. Once in the back of his patrol car, the car started rocking. They were in there for about 30 to 40 minutes. And it's really funny because you can hear like kids, you can hear, it's in broad daylight. It's like, dude, what are you doing? No, don't be doing that.
Pisando estamos, ¿no? No, ya lo acordaba, lo voy a mandar.
No te vayas a ver porque pues...
Vaya, para el carro, mira, para atrás la lleva, mira, ve. Ey, no, mira,
para... corriendo ya, mira.
Ey, yo. Quítate, más, ¿verdad?
Quítate, Ale.
Ey, yo.
Ay, pero por lo menos disimulándote para allá, ve, escondido.
Yeah, so he went viral for that. He's been suspended pending an investigation, and he was identified as Francisco Marlet. Don't do it. Next up, we have Judge Susan Barber Flood with Polk County, Florida. She was publicly reprimanded for having an inappropriate relationship with her bailiff, James Bubba Maxey. Judge Flood and Maxey's relationship was brought to light when a judicial assistant claimed she walked in on them engaging in intercourse in Judge Flood's office. That same assistant also showed signs of deception on a polygraph, so we don't know if she actually did walk in on them or not. I mean, I think she recanted some things, but you can Google it. The videos, I mean, it's out there of her talking to the news and stuff. But it prompted enough of an investigation that there was a relationship to some degree that existed enough to result in a public reprimand. And a public reprimand is a letter that details the finding of judicial misconduct and lists reasons why such conduct is improper and a discredit to the judiciary. Typically, it does not require the respondent being the judge in this case, be removed from or suspended, so she's still able to be a judge. It's basically I guess imagine, I think if I'm understanding it right, I bet it would be like the same as a write-up. Like, oh, you got wrote up at work, a formal reprimand. So she was reprimanded. It also lists like a requirement for her to, the corrective action, all of that. Judge Flood's reprimand stated that her personal relationship with her bailiff in her courtroom, quote, fell short of the standards of integrity required of judges and thus undermined public confidence in our judicial system. So it's not just correctional officers and inmates. I mean, this is on all levels of the judicial system. I mean, you got attorneys, and we're about to get into one. Just wait, we're getting there. This next one is Charlotte Furrow of Massachusetts. In September 2023, Charlotte was accused of preying on an inmate with mental health issues for money and having sex behind prison walls. Furrow resigned from her position as a correctional officer after these allegations. So with this one, the inmate in question is a Nathan Williams, and his case is really sad, and it kind of delves into some of the things that I've been talking about. Hurt people. So Nathan Williams is in jail. He's serving for SA, and he was a victim of the House of Horrors foster home. If you don't know what that is, that was a foster home. It was real, like the things that they went through is really, really, really sad. We are going to do some stuff on that and kind of cover that a little bit later. So him and 3 other adults now, but they were children back then, where they were able to sue DCF and Department of Children and Families, and they won. They won a settlement of $7 million. Furrow, the officer, researched this, found this out, and according to the accusations, she's not been found guilty yet, so we don't know. This is all speculation. She found this out and groomed him, according to him, and manipulated him and all that just to gain access to the money that he will be getting. And to me, I'm like, man, that's sad. But for him to have gone through what he went through as a child, only to be the perpetrator and have to serve time, this is a cycle, and we've got to do better. Williams was quoted as saying to the judge, She researched my life. She researched all of my trauma to create a financially motivated crime. She acted like she wanted to be in a romantic and sexual relationship with me. She learned about my lawsuit. I was stuck in a cell with severe mental health problems. And I had to deal with someone in a position of power who only cared about herself and said and did whatever to get me to trust her. Man. So she was offered a plea deal to do 1 year of probation with mental health counseling. She declined that and requested a trial. I don't know. Maybe they had a relationship that just went sour. You don't ever know. It could have been anything. And she's like, no, this is not what I did. We actually did have a relationship. Or maybe she did groom him. Maybe she did find out all that. I don't know. We won't know until the details come out. Either way, she's in a position where the relationship shouldn't happen anyway. You have to be able to set those boundaries. If you can't do that, if you're unable to set those boundaries, you don't belong in that position. Don't get the job. Don't take the job. Don't do it. So she was offered the plea deal. She declined it. But if she is convicted, she could be sentenced to 5 years in prison and be fined up to $10,000. According to her attorney, she is already in mental health counseling and regrets what she did. So, but this is another one too that I was talking about. This is in Massachusetts. So her sentencing would be 5 years, and the other one was only like 7 months. It's weird to me. So, but it could be up to 5 years. You don't ever know. I'm sure the judge will take into consideration her background and stuff. Trigger warning. And this is our last one. This is number 8. And trigger warning for SA and all of that. Okay? This is our darkest one. Attorney Mark Benavage. This happened. He was sentenced on April 6, 2018 and was convicted of 6 counts of human trafficking. One of his ex-clients was a woman, and she kind of laid out her experience. She said that when she was 20, back in 2008, she was arrested for drug possession of marijuana that was found in her car, and Benavage was her attorney. On the day of court, he took her down a back hallway, and into a small room. Once in there, he told her that if she didn't perform, act on him, that he was going to not only kill her case, but make her case worse. She said she did. She said she felt like she had no other opportunity to do anything else for herself, so she did. And she wound up having to plead guilty to a misdemeanor offense of possession. So she is quoted as saying, "I felt young and dumb and powerless, taken advantage of. Really, your lawyer is supposed to help you, not hurt you." After all of that, there were multiple victims that came forward. All of their convictions were turned over and kind of done away with. She's right. Your attorney is supposed to help you, not hurt you. That's what you pay them for, is to help you, not hurt you. I don't know if he was a public defender. He may have been assigned and then but let me tell you something right now. If you're assigned a public defender, if you're assigned somebody and they're treating you like this, file a complaint. Do whatever you can. Look at them and say, fine, make it worse. And then write a letter. Do whatever you can. Start speaking up. Because do it publicly. Because I'm going to tell you right now, once you do it publicly, it becomes real and they have to look into it. All right, everybody. I'm glad you stuck around to the end. So here is what I'm giving away. I have a tactical pouch. If you watched my classic NES gameplay where I played Zelda, I put in the Majora's Mask patch. If you're watching this on TikTok or Instagram, jump over to our YouTube, like, share, subscribe. When we get up to 100 YouTube subscribers, we're going to draw people and see who wins the tactical pouch. This time, I'm going to put in this plushie. This is what's going in there. I thought it was cute. It's a mushroom, and it's got hearts on it. I thought, hey, that's great for a Valentine's episode. So that's what's going in there. Again, If you're seeing this on Instagram, TikTok, go over to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, comment Valentine's, because we got to have your interaction to get entered. We'll start entering people in to win the tactical pouch, and I'll be adding stuff to it each video until we get to 100 subscribers. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and happy Valentine's Day. Alright, so now it's time for the unboxing of the Super Mario Valentine's Day box. Dun dun dun. And a Valentine's Day box. And I was going to do this with Stephanie, but, you know, she's sick. She's sick today, so we wish Stephanie well. Get well, Stephanie. So now I got my knife. I got my knife. And we're going to open this up. My gosh, they got it taped up. Oh, it's all gummies. It's all gummies. Look at that. It's all gummies. Little hearts. They're little heart gummies. Yay. I wonder if they taste good. Guess I'm about to find out, huh? I hope they taste good. I don't want them to be like... I hope they taste like, yeah, strawberry maybe. Yeah, I reckon. Ooh. I thought it was like clipped on there. It's not.
What's it taste like?
Like a... I don't know. It's like it's a I mean, it's a gummy. I don't.
Fruity?
It's kind. Yeah, it's kind of. It's fruity. So, ew, what is that? I am not eating that. I don't know what that is. And I've got a weird texture thing. So I was not. What is that? Was there like? It doesn't say. Oh, there's like 4. Oh, okay. Heart box with surprise gummy candy, artificially flavored. It's the S. It's supposed to be that one right there. So you could get 1, 2, 3, or 4. You could either get. Can you see that? One of those, and we got the S. Can you see it?
Where'd you find this cute little box at?
Walmart. We found this at Walmart. This was a Walmart find. And I thought, hey, it's Nintendo related. Let's do it. I thought it'd be fun. And it is. I mean, it's great. It's like, yeah, it's good for, it'd be good for kids, you know?
It's a cute little collectible.
It is. And we got, and you come with the tin. This is this. This was worth like $4 right here. I'll have that forever. What am I going to put in there? I can put my little pins in there. Which I don't have any here, do I? Do I have any here? Hold on. Yeah. Check it out. I got these, and some of these are going to go in the pouch that I just showed you. But they're going to fit right in here. That's exciting. Yay! Okay, so there we go. Anyway, it comes with a nice little thingy. So if you want one of these, they may not have them anymore. I don't know. But you can go to Walmart and get you one of these. Our Walmart only had like one left. So, but hey, I'm excited to have this. Yay!
Cute little keepsake.
Cute little keepsake. Yay!